In 2007, the music industry was at war with its own customers. Record labels blamed piracy, such as Napster and file-sharing networks, for collapsing CD sales. Fans were being sued for downloading music. Executives were desperately trying to figure out how to stop people from getting songs for free. Then, one of the biggest names in industrial rock did something completely unthinkable. Trent Reznor, the mastermind behind 9 Inch Nails, publicly encouraged fans to steal his music, not because he hated making money, not because he didn't care about copyright, but because he was furious at what he saw as a broken system. To most people, this sounded like a terrible business decision. After all, how could an artist make money if they were actively encouraging people not to buy their music? But what happened next shocked the entire music industry. In 2008, Trent Reznor, the sole official member, better known as 9 Inch Nails, launched an experiment where he gave away part of a brand new 9 Inch Nails album for free through one of the smartest direct-to-fan marketing strategies ever attempted in the history of the music business. Then, something even more shocking happened. Within only 1 week, the project generated exactly $1,619,420 in revenue. And the big question that will be answered in this video is, why? In March 2008, 9 Inch Nails released an instrumental project called Ghosts 1 through 4. But the music itself wasn't the revolutionary part. The pricing strategy was. As shown in Table 1 that I created, 9 Inch Nails created a 4-tier ecosystem designed to serve different types of fans. Instead of forcing every fan into a single purchase option, 9 Inch Nails gave people multiple ways to engage with the project. Each tier served a specific purpose. The first 9 tracks were completely free. No subscription, no email capture, no complicated sign-up process, just free music. At first glance, this sounds completely insane. Why would you give away the product you're trying to sell? Because Trent Reznor understood something many businesses still struggle to understand today. The word free is the most powerful marketing tool ever created. The goal wasn't immediate revenue. The goal was distribution. Every person who downloaded those tracks became a potential promoter. Fans shared links with friends. Blogs discussed the experiment. Music websites covered the release. The free tier dramatically increased awareness. And because people received real value up front, they developed trust in the project. That trust would become critical in the next step. Once listeners enjoyed the free tracks, they had the option to purchase the complete 36-track collection, which also included a 40-page PDF booklet. They could do this as a digital download for just $5. As shown in Table 1, this was the lowest priced paid option. The psychology here was simple. The free tracks removed uncertainty. Fans already knew whether they liked the music. The $5 purchase wasn't a gamble. It was an upgrade. Instead of convincing strangers to buy an unknown product, Trent Reznor, aka 9 Inch Nails, was selling to people who had already experienced part of the album. This dramatically increased conversion rates. Next came the deluxe physical edition. Priced at $75, it included premium packaging and collectible content aimed at dedicated fans. This tier wasn't designed for casual listeners. It was designed for enthusiasts, people who wanted more than just digital files, people who wanted something tangible, something they could display, something they could own, something they could touch and hold in their hands. This is where many creators make a critical mistake. They assume every customer has the same willingness to pay. However, Nine Inch Nails understood that different fans assign different values to the same product. Some would never, or simply couldn't afford, to spend more than $5. Others would gladly spend $75. So, Nine Inch Nails offered both options. The real genius of the strategy, however, was the final tier, Tier 4. As shown in Table 1, Nine Inch Nails created an Ultra Deluxe edition priced at $300. This edition included everything in the Deluxe edition, plus a 4 LP vinyl set pressed on 180-gram vinyl, exclusive art prints, and premium luxury packaging. Only 2,500 copies were produced. Each copy was signed by Trent Reznor himself. Each copy was numbered. Once they were gone forever. This wasn't just an album anymore. It was a collectible, a piece of Nine Inch Nails history. This type of marketing, known as scarcity marketing, amped up the demand for this Ultra Deluxe edition and transformed the product. Fans weren't simply buying music, they were buying exclusivity. And that's where the math became extraordinary. As shown in Table 2, selling all 2,500 copies at $300 a copy generated approximately $750,000 in gross revenue. That's $750,000 from just a single premium tier. And according to reports at the time, the entire limited run of this Ultra Deluxe edition, released to the public on March 8, 2008, sold out in just 30 hours. In fact, the overwhelming demand and massive wave of traffic initially caused the official Nine Inch Nails website servers to crash until extra hardware could be added to support the volume. The Ultra Deluxe edition, however, wasn't the only source of revenue. The project also generated sales from additional paid formats, such as a $10 double CD set housed in a 6-panel digipack with a 16-page booklet. When everything was added together, the results were simply remarkable. As shown in Table 3, the project generated exactly $1,619,420 during its first 7 days of availability.